you guys pick? Absolute bet.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to downtown Detroit and Ford Field, the home of the Lions. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Carolina Panthers and the Detroit Lions.
Ryan Fitzgerald to kick off for Carolina.
We welcome you, Mike Tirico, along with Greg Olsen. That's Ryan Fitzgerald. He will start this one. And off we go from Ford Field. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. First carry now for Jahmyr Gibbs. And it's a positive start. A gain of 5 to get things going.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line.
From 29, here's 2nd down and 5. Once again, it's Gibbs. Room to run at the 40. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. They get an even 20 on that one. 1st down, Detroit.
Watch the running back's patience here, Mike. He's slow, and then he hits it. That's the key here. If he goes too fast, their linemen aren't ready yet. Really well executed. Great run.
Play action now. It's Nix. Open man, it's Jameson Williams. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 25-yard line. A pickup there of 28 yards.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
Here's a screen set up for Gibbs. He'll be taken down. They have a chance for the first points of this game as they've set up 1st and goal.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. But think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
And they'll get this down to the 3, but no further. It'll be 2nd and goal.
Great example of 1st down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Now, a 2nd down throw for Nix. And he's in. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Lions. He's been unstoppable all year. That's his 27th touchdown of the season. The extra point, up and good. And the Lions will take a 7-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more. as the kick's away. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Ready, play.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Set, hut. Yellow, 43.
A tight end in motion now. Here's a first carry for the former Georgia Bulldog, Trevor Etienne. A nice pickup, moving it across the 40. We'll give him 6 on that play.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
From the 41, here's 2nd down and 4.
Slide through. Here we go. Here we go. Hut, hut.
To throw, Young. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete.
Quarterback's lucky on that one, Mike, that ball ended up just harmlessly falling to the ground. It was that initial pressure that got to him that forced the errant throw, and fortunately for this offense, that ball didn't end up going the other way.
Claude Ray. Let's go. 10 black. Ready?
Out of the shotgun, Young. Open man, left side, he's got it. That's number 40 on the season for him. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10.
1st down, Panthers.
Team set. Set, hut.
On the ground, here's Etienne. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. That's a gain of 16. This offense is humming. A 1st down.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground, and tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around, so continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage, mix in the runs with the pass, and if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it.
Hut, hut.
Young to throw on 1st and 10. His throw left side is complete. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Let's go now. 45. White.
On 2nd down, Young gets it away quickly, and it's caught. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
It's 3rd and 4.
Black shot. Set. Ready?
Throwing is Young. He is hit before he can get rid of it, and down he goes.
And it's 4th down.
1 quarter in the books. 7-0 is our score. And we are back to the Motor City in a moment. On 4th down, on comes Ryan Fitzgerald for the Carolina field goal. This from 45 yards away. His kick is perfect. And the Panthers are on the board. It's 7-3.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
So now, after the field goal, Fitzgerald is back out there to send this one away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line.
Their own 28-yard line.
On the ground to start, they give it to Gibbs. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. He'll let this one go long for Williams. That is brought in. And he's going to take this one all the way. 73 yards. Touchdown, Detroit.
This is when you're very fortunate as an offensive play caller, Mike, that you not only have the speed on the outside, but you got the big arm behind center, because it doesn't get real fancy. If you can hold up in the protection, you're saying run as fast and as far as you can. I'm going to throw it as far as I can. And when you connect, it is a thing of beauty. And in this case, it results in a touchdown.
Jack Fox, the kickoff for the Lions.
The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line.
Okay, ready? Set, ready. Blue, 32. Ready.
They'll run. It's Etienne. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Let's go. Ken Black, second.
From the gun, it's Young. He's going to let this one go deep. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
From the gun here on 3rd down, it's Young. That one taken in. That's Tetairoa McMillan. First reception for the man who enters the week as the NFL's leader in receiving yards. This one, good for a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Down. Smack, 33. Yellow. Set.
Here's Young. He's going to take a shot. Sends it down the middle. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up 2nd down. Tetairoa McMillan was the intended receiver. And it'll be 2nd down.
Trouble, 38. Here we go. Set. Black, 95.
Back to throw. Young. Oh, fine work there defensively, got that hand in there. That pass is incomplete.
And their offensive struggles just continue to show up time after time here in this first half. It's going to be hard to sustain drives when you continue to put themselves in holes on these early downs like they did here.
Red, 38. Set.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
That's going to be fielded back at the 5. Uh-oh. And a nice return there. The offense not going to be backed up as much as they could have. Drive's going to start from beyond the 20. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. They'll go play action with Nix. He'll let this one go long for Williams. And they're not going to catch up to him. He will score. 78 yards. Touchdown, Detroit. Well, that is a quick drive and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did. It's actually the most efficient and safest down to pass the ball. And in this case, the defense is thinking run, got a lot of defenders up in the box, and they're able to strike deep with a pass play for 6.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown.
Set. Yellow, 43. Ready?
They'll run here. The former Canadian track star, Chuba Hubbard, will take it. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line. It's a nice start to the drive. A gain of 10 and a quick first down.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
Over in a flash, and he lost the football. The Lions have got it. And he rumbles his way into the end zone. The fumble recovery and a great return for the touchdown. And Greg, you talked about it all week. Not just stop him with the defense, but make impact plays, and that is as big a play as you can ask for.
Yeah, across the league, Mike, this continues to be a huge point of emphasis. Every defensive coach starts practice with takeaway circuits. How can we find ways to take the ball away? In this case, they force the fumble, scoop, score, 6 points.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
And they're on the 35-yard line.
Set, hut. Yellow, 22. Ready.
Now, ETN. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and That's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
On the move, past the 40. Still going inside the 20. And he will score. Tedarrell McMillan. Touchdown, Carolina.
Ryan Fitzgerald.
A terrific job all the way around, especially after the catch, Greg, to take it to the end zone for a touchdown.
I'm just so impressed by the acceleration of this receiver, Mike. He catches what is a short pass, and he's able to turn it up the field and take it all the way for 6. That is an impressive play, run after catch.
Ryan Fitzgerald to kick off for Carolina.
Following the touchdown, it is Fitzgerald to send this one away. This will be returned from the 6. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
They'll start this one on the ground with Gibbs. And a very elusive run there. He winds up gaining about 9 yards.
Really nice job by the interior of this offensive line. It typically just takes one guy to distort the defense to give the back enough room to operate, and that's exactly what they did here, and it led to a big gain.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. A run up the middle, it's Gibbs. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on 3rd down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on 1st and 2nd down to gain positive yards. Stay on track, because you don't want to be in 3rd and pass too often in today's NFL.
They're going to try to run here with Gibbs. And that's not going to work either. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. It's going to bring up 4th down. The Panthers will take their first timeout. It comes with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. On 4th down, Jack Browning is on to punt. Back deep for Carolina, that's Jimmy Horn, Jr. And he'll be brought down. Short return, and they'll take over there.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here we go. 10 black.
On 1st down is Young. Quick throw, taken in, and he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. Now a timeout for Carolina. That's going to be their 2nd as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this first half.
1st down, Panthers.
Ready. 50, green. Ready?
On 1st and 10, here's Young. Quick throw here is complete. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. The Panthers, they're going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as it comes to 22 seconds remaining till halftime. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10.
Set, hut. 60 red. 60 red. White, white. Steel, black.
Here's Young. That pop. It's Trevor Etienne. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Lions' 34-yard line.
Now Young going for it all. And that's going to be intercepted by Tariq Woolen. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play here in this first half. We have hit halftime. Going to take a quick break, come back, second half of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line.
Come on, set. Yellow, 43. Cut.
Young to throw on first down. He's going to dial up another deep ball. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down.
The 35-yard line.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
Down. Black, 95. Ready.
Throwing on second down, Young again working deep downfield. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force third down.
And this is really just more of the same that we saw in the first half. They have made it a huge struggle in the passing game. I mean, just no easy completions, no open space. Every single ball has been contested, and they've done a great job all day. You have to admire when quarterbacks are willing to put their head down and fight for some extra yardage, Mike. Sometimes the juice ain't worth the squeeze. Get down, protect yourself, live to play another snap.
No move for the punt team. The offense staying out there for fourth down.
Set, ready. Black 40. Black 60. Hey, go Fury. Cut.
They'll go. Young. He's got a man. That's McMillan. And he will have the first down. Needing to make something happen. Trailing here in the third quarter. They convert on fourth down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
On play action, Young. Now a shot here, deep middle. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up second down.
He's just unable to secure the catch through the contact, and really nice job timing that hit up by the defense. And at this point, all you can do is get up, get back in the huddle, and hope your quarterback gives you another shot.
Blaster, 6. 6. Mega. Ready?
A second down throw for Young. Over the middle, he locates McMillan. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
16 yards. That's good for the Panthers. First down.
Young. They'll go right back to McMillan. Complete. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line.
4 yards.
He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
Ready.
And the Panthers
Off the play fake. Here's Young. That's hauled in at the 2. And he's taken down, but they are in business. This sets up first and goal.
This has been a really good drive so far, but what I really like, Mike, is they're down here in the red zone, and they continue to attack. Now, not quite a touchdown, but with first and goal, this defense certainly has their back against the ropes.
60 red. 60 red. Black shot. Ready?
To throw is Young. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Kelee Ringo. He's to midfield. Inside the 30. And he's going to take this back all the way. Touchdown, Detroit. What a spectacular take back for the score. You can stay in your own end zone and just take the touchback. Better yet, go the other way and get the touchdown.
And just a great heads-up play there, Mike, not only to secure the ball in the end zone, but then to recognize he had an alley. He's able to outrun the rest of those guys, and now he finds himself taking it all the way back for 6.
Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Ready. 33. Yellow. Red. Yellow. Ready.
Young to throw on 1st and 10. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
On second down, Young gets it away quickly, and it's caught. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. Call it a gain of 13. It's good for a Panther first down.
And up until this point, we haven't seen a lot go their way, but here in the third quarter, they're starting to find some plays. They're starting to get some opportunities.
Ready.
Just got to ask yourself if it's too little, too late.
Right.
Out of the shotgun, Young. Now he'll air one out. And for a third time today, he's intercepted. That's the safety, Kirby Joseph. And he's finally taken down, but a nice return will set them up at the 35.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
Oh, my son! Ready! I need your help. Captain, 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 captain.
Knicks now on 1st and 10. At front, it's Isaac Tasman. He's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 44-yard line.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and a yard.
Oh, my son! Ole, ole, ole! Ready! Bombers, bombers, bombers.
Working out of the gun, it's Nix. He'll let this one go long for Williams. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be 1st and goal. It is a huge play for Detroit. 47 yards.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. It's 1st and goal now from just inside the 10-yard line.
My name is Hunt. Captain, 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 captain.
From the shotgun, here's Nix. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 17-yard line.
To play in the NFL, you've got to have a short-term memory, because regardless of whether the previous play was good or bad, they're going to line up and snap it again. In this case, really nice job bouncing back. They put the bad play behind them, forced the sack in the ensuing play, and they're right back on track.
Ole, ole, oh, my son! Ready!
So it'll be 2nd and goal when we return. We are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here now, 2nd down and goal.
Oh, my son! Ready! My name is Hunt. 8, motion, motion.
Throwing is Nix. This is caught at the 2.
So often, sacks, especially on 1st down, can be drive killers. Their ability here to take this from 2nd and long to 3rd and short, they've got a really good opportunity here, Mike. If they don't get it on 3rd, don't be surprised if they go forward on 4th.
Looking for that final yard. It's 3rd and goal.
Ready! 180, with Hunt!
Oh, and here's a hot pass on the end around. And he will score again. Jamison Williams. Touchdown, Lions. That touchdown number 3 for him in the game, and number 14 for the year. The extra point is good. And the Lions will add one more onto their big lead.
Panthers 10. Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Down. Black 40. Right.
Here's Young. Quickly to the outside and complete. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 39-yard line.
Ready.
Throwing is Young. That's taken in by McMillan. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line. 1st and 10.
First down. A gain of 15. First down.
Back to throw. Young going up top. To the goal line and in. Xavier Legette. Touchdown. Panthers. His 6th touchdown now for the season. On now is Fitzgerald for the PAT. The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late.
Ryan Fitzgerald to kick off for Carolina.
Following the touchdown, it is Fitzgerald to send this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Oh, my son!
Play action now. It's Nix. Open man is Horton. It's caught. Down the left sideline. And he will go all the way. Corey Horton. Touchdown, Detroit. Greg in the end zone again. I'm running out of different ways to say touchdown. They're doing it so often here today.
Mike, some offensive play callers, once they get the lead, it's just milk the clock and let's get out with a win. But not this coach. He is trying to score every single time they possess the ball.
Extra point try forthcoming. He's got it. And the Lions add on to their already sizable lead.
Lions 49, Panthers 17.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Here we go. 52 blue.
Here's Etienne. He is belted in the backfield. What a shot he took. It's going to be a loss of yardage. What a play.
2nd and 12 at the 33-yard line.
Ready. Red 38. Cut.
The play action with Young. On the run to the right. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Markham at the 48-yard line. His 8th reception of the game. And good for a first down.
19 yards. And the Panther first down.
Ready.
On first down is Young. That one incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because, Snake, like, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Leggett in motion.
Hut, hut.
The carry here for Etienne. And he will lose yardage on the play. They knock him back to midfield.
Just feels like this has been the story of the day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going on the ground. And a big reason they find themselves trailing and another loss of yards.
Set, hut. 45, White.
From the gun, it's Young. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. Going to leave the offense out there for 4th and long. 2 minutes remain in the 4th quarter. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Let's see what they do here. This is 4th and long.
Come on, set. Ready?
Oh, maybe a free play as he'll look to throw it. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag down. It's 4th down, so this is a very big call.
Yellow. Set. 10 black. Hey.
They're going to motion the tight end over here.
Blue striker. Set.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. And that is not going to work. It is incomplete. They go for it on 4th and wind up turning it over on down.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
Bombers, bombers, bombers. Chill, chill, chill. Olay, olay, olay. Captain, 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 captain.
A 1st down throw for Nix. And they're going to get to him and take him down, take him back to the other side of midfield.
This is what you don't want to see out of your quarterback. As that pocket starts to collapse, the good ones, they can keep their eyes downfield and feel the rush. They don't need to see the rush. Here, his eyes go down. He starts moving around the pocket. Nowhere to go with the ball, and they bring him down for a sack.
Working free downfield, it is Williams. And he's into the end zone yet again. Jamison Williams. Touchdown, Lions. Make it 4 touchdowns for him on the afternoon. The extra point is good. And the Lions stretch things out even further.
56. Panthers 17. Jack Fox, the kickoff for the Lions.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line.
Ready. Ready, ready. Ready. 33. Yellow. Black Ultra. Set. Cut.
Young to throw on first down. He'll take a shot down the middle of the field. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's second down.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10.
That's good for the Panthers. First down.
On play action, Young. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up second down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
Come on, set. Black 40.
A second down throw for Young. And that's going to be incomplete, but a flag down in the backfield. That's the area we usually see holding.
Here we go. Here we go. Red 38. Yellow. Cut, cut.
Throwing on second down, Young. Open man downfield is Weekend. And this is going to be a touchdown. It's too little too late. Do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play. Fitzgerald now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Panthers cut into the lead a little bit.
Panthers 24. Ryan Fitzgerald to kick
So
off.
the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. From the 6, here comes a return. They'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop.
At their own 21-yard line.
This drive starts at the 21. It's first and 10.
Hold on, son. Joe, ready. Right here, hut. To the right.
Go get him, go get him. I got motion man. Me. I got this.
Now Nick's going to look to throw. He'll let this one go long for Williams. That's hard. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. They continue to add points. Greg, very interesting here. They are just rolling up the score even though we're in the fourth.
No doubt, Mike. I mean, this offensive play caller has no let-up. I mean, he's going to see how many points can I put on this scoreboard before that clock runs out.
Panthers 24. Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. On the return, here's Luke McCaffrey. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there.
The Panthers take over first and 10.
Ready?
31-yard line.
Here we go. Blue, 32. Set.
On 1st and 10, here's Young. Our throw here, right side, falls incomplete. The pass intended for Xavier Legette. And that will lead to a 2nd down.
Down. 10 flat. Ready.
Back to the air, it's Young. Quick throw here is complete. The Lions call their first timeout. The clock is stopped with 18 seconds remaining.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball modestly. I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
Set. Ready. Blue strike. Black shot. Ready.
On 4th down, Young. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on down.
He isn't able to secure that grab through the contact, and they're quickly running out of possessions to get back into this game, Mike. I mean, their chance to come back was already slim to none, but Slim Meadow went just out the window as that ball hit the turf.
Off the play fake, here's Nix. Oh, no chance there. Under a heavy rush, he goes down. And we'll get whistles and a timeout, so they will stop the clock. Closing seconds, game decided, but timeout anyway. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
Oh, my son! Away! Ready! Ready, my son! Chill. To the right, yeah.
Working out of the gun, it's Nix. He'll let this one go long for Williams. That'll be incomplete. And now we are down to likely just one more play.
It's now 3rd.
For whatever reason, when the ball was in the air, Mike, it seemed to me like he was almost having a little trouble tracking it. I'm not sure if that's what allowed the defender to catch back up, but ultimately it was the contact at the catch point that causes the incomplete, and that's going to bring up 3rd and real long.
And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this 4th quarter. So it's a win here for the Lions. They finish off the regular season with some momentum, and they'll wait with bated breath to find out who they're going to play next week in the wild card round.